Hello everyone, welcome to the Ginger Snaps here. We'll be discussing the NHL Playoffs for you guys in a very blunt way. I am your host, Steven Harrold, and in today's video we have another NHL Playoffs update for you guys. Another team has advanced, and another team has been eliminated. Which series are we talking about? Well, I know it looks like I'm wearing some Boston Red Sox gear here, but we are going to talk a little bit about hockey here. So we're going to be talking about the series between the Boston Bruins and the Florida Panthers. The Florida Panthers, were not the favorites against the juggernauts that were the Boston Bruins. The Boston Bruins, as we all know, 135 points, 65 wins, a historic season. And we just have to talk about the fact that they made some more history in the playoffs, because that history is on the bad side. That bad side being that the best team with the best win record, 65 wins, choked in the playoffs, losing to the Florida Panthers 4-3 in overtime in Game 7 to lose the series 4-3. Let the choking continue with the goal differential between these two teams. The Boston Bruins had the edge on the Florida Panthers, 27-26 goals for. And when it comes to the shots department, holy fuck. The Boston Bruins had 249 shots to Florida's 226. How do you have that many shots and still not win the series? With this win, the Florida Panthers have now punched their way to the second round of the 2023 Stanley Cup Playoffs, where they will face the Toronto Maple Leafs. I know, Lightning, I know. But as for the Boston Bruins, now, I know this is where I have to now address what happens with your team, but I should probably address it in a very certain way. So hold on 1 second. Alright, that's a little bit better. Okay, so I get to finally address this right now as I stand here as the Lightning fan. Remember back in 2019 when the Tampa Bay Lightning had 62 wins, 128 points, had won the President's Trophy, and was against the Columbus Blue Jackets, a bottom-feeding team. We got swept by them in the first round, the biggest playoff upset in Stanley Cup Playoffs history. We held on to that record, that choke job, for only 4 years. Until you came around. Even though you won 3 games, this is the biggest choke we've ever seen in Stanley Cup Playoffs history. You had a 3-1 series lead. You kept saying, and your fans kept saying, Bruins in 4. Jack Edwards, Bruins in 4. Analytics, Bruins in 4. Hockey professionals, Bruins in 4. Again, time and time again, we've had Bruins fans sit there and chirp people, sit there and mock people, and the posts were just getting ridiculous. You're going to the Cup. We're winning the Stanley Cup. You have to win the first round, the second round, and the conference finals in order to get there. Remember? You guys were there in 2019. Hell, you guys were there in 2013. And hell, you won it all in 2011. You've been to the Stanley Cup Finals 3 times. In that span. That's amazing, right? But only 1 cup out of it. This was your chance. This is your historic season. And you decided to choke it away. You now hold the dubious honor of having the worst upset in playoffs history. You had 43 points on the Florida Panthers. 43 points. And let's not even get into that. Okay, let's go back to 2019. Tampa Bay, 128 points. Columbus, 98 points. 30-point difference. You guys topped that with 13 more. It brings me so much joy to see all the fans who chirped in, what, 2021? After you beat the Washington Capitals. You're going to the Stanley Cup. You lost in the second round. I loved when you guys won the President's Trophy in 2020. Well, technically handed to you in 2020. And you were saying you're going on to the Stanley Cup Finals to reclaim your throne. You were upended by the Tampa Bay Lightning that year in the second round. And also, just another nice little thing. This is now the second time in your franchise's history within about 3 years now, actually. You have won the President's Trophy and were eliminated by a team who was the previous year's President's Trophy winning team. 2020, you lost to Tampa Bay, who were the 2019 President's Trophy winners. Now this year, you lose to the Florida Panthers, the 2022 President's Trophy winning team. Both Florida teams, both Florida-based teams. That's another record that no one wants to talk about, but I'm going to address now. Your window's shut. Okay, 2011 was a fluke. The only reason why you won was because it was a Canadian team. 2013, why were you there? Simple, shortened season. 2019, your competition was not there. That's why you were there. Every single year, you've just been mediocre in the playoffs. And it shows. Go back to your history ever since 2011. Ever since then. And now all the fans who chirped, mocked, fucking shown off, showboated, everything. You're silent. You have nothing to say. The only way that now you can even get past this is to win the Stanley Cup. And that's not fucking happening. Bergeron's probably gone. All your key pieces are on the wrong side of 30. Your core has aged. You're not winning the cup next year. Mark my words, you're not winning the cup. And this also further proves the point. Tampa is still the beasts of the East. Because even though you went to 3 Stanley Cup Finals in a span of, 8 years? Tampa went to 4 Stanley Cup Finals. 2015, 2020, 2021, and 2022. We went to 3 Stanley Cup Finals 3 years in a row. And at least won 2 of them. Like the shirt says. So Bruins fans, I have no pity for you. None whatsoever. Take your loss and enjoy the embarrassment. Anyways, guys, what do you guys think of this video? Do you think this was the absolute funniest fucking goddamn thing to ever happen in the playoffs? Let me know in the comments down below. If you like this video, make sure you also hit that thumbs up and subscribe for more content. And don't forget to hit that bell notification so you can get notified about all the other videos coming out on this channel. Anyways, guys, that's it for me. This has been the Ginger Snaps here. My name is Steven Harrold. I will talk to you guys later. Enjoy the playoffs.